Let's grill a couple of ribeyes on a charcoal chimney. Now, why would you want to cook a ribeye steak on a chimney? Because it looks cool and it's fun. That's all the reason you need to grill up delicious, perfectly seasoned meat anyway, isn't it? You could also have this method in your back pocket if you're going camping or to the beach for a quick and easy way to grill without lugging around a whole barbecue pit. Now, in this video, I'll show you how easy it is to grill perfect steaks with this method. All you need is a good charcoal, some good seasoning, the flippity flip method, and a way to monitor that temperature for perfect doneness. Now let's fire it up. I'm gonna take these two ribeyes. These are choice ribeyes. I'm gonna trim them up. We're not gonna do a heavy trim. It's not a competition steak. This is more about cooking on the chimney. These are some nice looking little choice steaks. I'm gonna season them up nice and heavy with my brisket rub. Today I'm gonna lay a little bit of olive oil on here before I lay the rub down. I think it does help the rub stick a little bit better. Just put a nice generous little coat on here, maybe a double coat. Because we're gonna cook it really hot. And what I've noticed is when you cook them really hot, salt tends to go away. So we need a little extra rub on there. All right. Really nice little spinalis. Both of them do actually have a pretty decent little spinalis. Get some on the side here. A little more olive oil. Got both of our steaks all seasoned up. Let's go outside, get that chimney fired up, and start cooking some ribeyes. This is the Barbecue Dragon Chimney. This is the Barbecue Dragon that blows a lot of hot air. When you get a little behind or you're in a hurry, put this bad boy in here, blow a little air, get that fire ready in a hurry, really quick. All right, friends, we've got a rip-roaring fire going there. We're gonna get our grate, stick it on here, let it kind of settle down just a little bit so we can start cooking a couple of good steaks. Ooh, I can feel that heat. All right, we're ready to roll. I've got my two ribeyes, and we're gonna take this one first, lay it right on here. I could probably squeeze both of them on at the same time. Ribeyes have a lot of fat in them. It's gonna drip and create a huge old fire, and I don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna let that roll right there for just a little bit. I'm just curious how hot this chimney is. This side says 545, 535, so it's pretty dang hot. We've got our first ribeye on here. It's scorching hot. It's 530 degrees on the sides of the chimney where the heat's not even escaping. It's coming straight up this way. So I know it's super hot in there. I'm gonna flippity flip this guy real quick. Very carefully. Whew, yeah. I probably should have flipped it a couple of seconds earlier. How's that looking, folks? All right, I'm gonna flip it a little bit quicker this time because we had a little more char going than I expected. That looks good. We can leave it a little bit longer. Let's do that. I see a piece of fat kind of coming apart here, so I'm gonna cut that off. Drop it right in the fire. Might add some flavor. Yeah, remember what I said a while ago, the grease will make extra fire. So we don't need two steaks on there at the same time. I'm gonna flip that anyway. All right, there we go. Of course, the wind has to be blowing into my face or you're not doing it right. All right, this one's getting a really nice char. Really nice color. All right, friend, it's time for a little more flippity flip action. Ooh, look at that. That looks nice, folks. Really nice. This is a pretty good sized steak. Almost bigger than the chimney. Gotta make sure I get that little tail down there cooked also. All right, I'm gonna rotate this a little bit too. I wanna make sure we got nice, even heating. All right, let's flip it again. Flippity flip. Ooh, that looks good. That looks real good. Folks, this steak has a really nice, beautiful char color on it. I'm gonna call it done. I'm gonna set it down right here, and I'm gonna load up this other steak. Let's get this puppy on right now. Took about 7 minutes to cook that steak, flipping it back and forth. Since that one came out first, it's gonna rest about 5 or 8 minutes, and then this one will be resting while we're cutting that one. So far, that looks beautiful. I know it's gonna taste amazing. I really think I like cooking on this. And one of the cool things, instead of loading up a bigger barbecue pit, just take a little bag of charcoal, take a chimney and some tongs, season the meat, cook it on the chimney. If it's just 1 or 2 people, which normally it's just me and Terry when we go somewhere, this might be kind of cool. All right, we're gonna do a flippity flip there. All right, let's see what this guy's looking like now. It's been about 1.5 minutes. We're starting to get a nice little sizzle on this steak too. All right, let's get it right in the middle so it'll cook. You can see where it's really cooking. It's really cooking that steak right there. I'm gonna flip it again one more time here. Starting to get some color after the third flip. Now I'm flipping about every 30 to 40 seconds because it's extremely hot. I like to cook it from both sides kind of even so that we get nice even color, top and bottom, both sides of the steak. That's looking good. Nice cool breeze blowing out of the north. Kind of warms your hands up. Don't get too close. Ouch. So 8 minutes, folks. This steak took 8 minutes. It's not quite as hot as when we started with the other one. So that one, as I said earlier, probably took somewhere between 6 and 7 minutes. This guy's all done too. Let's get him out and get him inside. And let's take a big old bite. This first steak that we cooked, it has some good looking color on it. It should be perfect. So far it looks really good. I did use the Pro-Pit char log. Those tend to burn really hot. They have a really nice mesquite flavor to them and an aroma. And so I think they're great. They put out some really good heat. I think they did a good job today. Let's go ahead and cut this steak. I'm gonna cut this other end off first. Ooh, baby, that looks nice. Let's take one right out of the middle here. Ooh, look at that. Really, really nice. Just a tad over medium. I'll eat that any day, anywhere, anytime. I'm gonna cut some of this spinalis off right down the middle here. Look at that, just perfect, beautiful. My mouth is watering right now. I've gotta take a bite. I would say the Chimney did a really good job cooking this steak. Let's take a big old bite and see. Mmm. Oh yeah, very, very good. Wow. Ooh-wee. Put a little au jus on there. Man, oh man, fantastic. Now, one of the things that I noticed was that in those 7 or so minutes it took the first steak to cook, the heat kind of simmered down just a little bit. The second one took 8 minutes. I think that did have an effect on the actual char. It didn't get quite as much char as the first one, but let's see what it looks like. Looks pretty dang good to me too. Just a hair over medium. You can tell I left it longer on one side than the other. So there's more pink on one side than the other. It's a ribeye, man. You can never go wrong with a ribeye. I'm gonna take me a bite of this one. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah, that's good. We did use my soon to be released brisket rub. I know I've been talking about it for a while. I think we finally got it. So y'all stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of them. And don't forget, if you want to get some WOW or OG for your steaks, your fajitas, your burgers, your brisket, for any kind of barbecue meats, go to pitmaster.us. If you want to kick up your barbecue game, including competition steaks, go to pitmasterclass.us. Thanks for watching, folks. Keep the smoke light, make it work, and make it a wow kind of day. Boom! Let's eat the steak before it gets cold. Flippity flip, flippity flip. There you go. They say that's one way to measure heat. You know, if you can hold it for a few seconds, it means 350 degrees. This is like 2 seconds. That's 500 degrees, man. That's hot. If the smoke's not blowing in your face, you're not doing it right.